Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We'll see the Houston Rockets and the Philadelphia 76ers. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Tracy McGrady is out there with Harden. Then it's Olajuwon. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Drexler into the 3 slot.
What muscle from McGrady right there, brushing off the defense with ease.
Puts one up from 19. Van Arsdale, good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him. And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Malone, no good on that one.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive from early on.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, and we'll see how it reveals itself, that plan. If the theory is proven right, they'll have a nice foundation to work from.
Now here's Malone. Back to Iverson. Fires from the wing. The offensive rebound. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Van Arsdale. Another miss by Philadelphia. Now the Rockets with it. Here's Drexler. And finished off by Drexler.
Really dangerous on the drive. Drexler rips towards the rim with a lot of confidence and physicality.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Rockets.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Cunningham, he's checked in for Irving. Olajuwon against Malone. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Boy, that's so difficult to stop. Once Olajuwon gets near the rim, you got to be ready for him to rise up and throw it down.
Pass to Shades. Wants to get it to Malone and does. Olajuwon with the block.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Drexler goes back up. A nice shot by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 6.
Hey, it's inexcusable not putting a body on Hakeem. I mean, you deserve to get cooked when you don't do that.
20 feet out, and he drops that one in. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Houston moving it around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, that was a nice play by Olajuwon there, getting the shot off while still drawing contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Chamberlain's checked in for Philadelphia.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Iverson passes to Cunningham. Rebounded by Drexler.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Moses Malone.
Look, when you're trying to guard Iverson, you've got to respect his handles. He can get right by you.
The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Yow's checked back in.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And here are the Rockets now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
You like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Chamberlain, Malone with the block. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Allen Iverson. Here's Van Arsdale from about 19 feet. Rebound by Yao Ming. 1:32 left to play here in the first. Murphy passes to Yao. Basket counts.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Another miss by Philadelphia. Rockets leading by 3. McGrady dishes to Yao. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Jones checked in for the 76ers. And a switch here also for Houston. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Tracy McGrady. Back to Simmons. Embiid, the pass to Van Arsdale. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Houston, leading by 5. Here's Paul. Nice move. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Van Arsdale can't get it to go.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Houston leading by 5. Paul kicks to Yao, and there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. Paul dishes to Yao. The pass to Murphy. Embiid knocks it loose.
He is such a well-coordinated, fluid athlete for his side. Joel Embiid blocks a lot of shots and probably changes even more.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Hakeem Olajuwon has been leading the charge for Houston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Chris Paul, and it's Murphy in at the point guard position. Here's Iverson, Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town. And then on Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors.
And for that game against Chicago, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And the 76ers making a change here. Cunningham's checked in.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
To the middle, here's Shays. Olajuwon with the block.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Here's Samson. Iverson covering. Count it. Good. Samson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Pass to Shays. 3-pointer. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
And that one's good, Iverson.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And that one falls for Paul.
This helps build the lead. They're having a really solid second quarter at the line.
And so Paul nails both of them.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Samson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Iverson. 7 points in the game. Pass to Shea. Philadelphia moving the ball over. Shot clock at 5. Malone kicks to Irving. And here's Iverson outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that one's good. McGrady.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
With the step back, Iverson passes to Cunningham. Back to Iverson. Here's Shays, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Shays has got his first 2 points. Here's McGrady. Malone with the block.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Now here's Drexler. Inside, and stolen by Irving. He kicks it to Cunningham. Malone trying to break free. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to 11, and the bucket from Cunningham.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
One of the most ferocious scorers in the game. Brady's length and athleticism is so difficult to contain. And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Now checked in for Olajuwon. The pass to Van Arsdale. Back to Simmons.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Van Arsdale. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Harden missing his last shot. Another miss by Philadelphia.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build.
Much respect for the bounce of Drexler. I mean, this guy knows how to get up and throw it down with flair.
Simmons passes to Jones. Here's Van Arsdale. Connects from 3-point range. Van Arsdale's got 7.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you've got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
Here's McGrady. The shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Jones finds Simmons. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Clock at 6. Here's Embiid. Malone with the block.
Yeah, how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one drops.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Simmons. Right side Jones. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. Shooting one.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
The physicality of Embiid, unmatched really, yet he's so much fun to watch because he's agile, has skill and touch. Man, is he a joy to watch work.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Houston Rockets.
This offense has been off the charts good. I mean, we're seeing player movement, ball movement, guys are getting in the right spots and spacing on the floor.
Just an incredible first half display. And with All-Star Weekend approaching, love the three-point shootout. Here are some of the possible contenders.
There's some great shooters on this list, obviously. I wish I could have had a few more cracks at this event, man. I would have loved to take home that trophy.
Hey, Jeff, you got the rings, man. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by... Tracy McGrady.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
We've got Irving, Allen Iverson out there with Moses Malone, and it's Van Arsdale in at the two-guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And AI, Allen Iverson, does more than just shoot the ball. He also has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
A little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force.
Tell you what, fellas, you cannot throw it down any harder than that. That was a rim rattler.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Irving. Drexler. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart. They want to erase this deficit.
Iverson's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Houston making a switch. Samson's checked in. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Passes it to Irving. Here's Shays. The 76ers with another miss.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Harden kicks to Murphy. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Irving. Here's Malone. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Kicks it out to Olajuwon. Target at the rim. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one. And so he hits the technical free throw. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Iverson passes to Cunningham. Here's Van Arsdale. Philadelphia with the new shot clock. And he trims the lead to single digits. Malone's got 4 this quarter.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
And it's sent back by Irving. To the inside. And no good. Good work defensively by Drexler. Here's Harden. Lays it up off the glass.
Threat to score from anywhere. I love when Harden attacks when he's near the bucket.
Outside Irving. Malone left side. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Malone. The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. And Olajuwon has got the ball here for Houston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the basket by Murphy.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And stolen by Olajuwon. Drexler passes to Murphy. Iverson outside. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
Simmons checked in for the 76ers.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Chamberlain's checked in for Malone. And the shot goes in. Simmons got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers. Driving to the basket. And the basket by Muphy.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Irving from long range. Rebound by Ming. Yao's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Muphy. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac. Tracy McGrady. McGrady's got 3 assists tonight. Irving dishes to Embiid. Kicks it to Simmons. From 10 feet out, Samson pulls it in. Samson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Feeds it to Muphy. Chamberlain with the block.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. And to add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
Now, here is Chamberlain over Muphy. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Jones checked in for Cunningham. Here's Muphy, and it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Paul's checked in for Houston. The 76ers trail by 11. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Pass to Irving. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Those huge hands combined with that elite athleticism, Irving does the most damage inside the painted area because of it.
Here's Paul. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Simmons passes to Irving, and Dr. J slams it in.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
And so it's Houston, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've got... And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The 76ers trail by 9. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. Tracy McGrady is out there with Paul. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Samson in at the 4 slot. Francis passes to Olajuwon. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Jones. It's tipped.
And Samson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in his area, or that's what's going to happen.
And that one's good. McGrady. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Paul with the steal. Here's Samson. Here's McGrady. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And Arsdale can't get it to go.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Olajuwon kicks to Samson. Malone with the block. To the paint. Then Arsdale, good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Houston leading by 9. Now the pass to Samson. Back to McGrady. Ball outside and stolen by Iverson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Boy, I tell you, for such a big guy, what a remarkably fluid athlete. You can see why he competed and excelled in the high jump in college.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Both teams will make substitutions. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, during the break I was able to catch the message Houston's coach gave to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build this lead.
Thank you, David.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Count that one.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
The 76ers trail by 7.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Iverson passes to Malone. Here's Shea. Cunningham trying to break free. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal foul.
It goes on Moses Malone.
Shays is a guy who excels not just at scoring, but rebounding too, both at a high rate. This guy is a double-double machine.
Iverson with some nice D.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close.
Off target from the wing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And they're able to recover. Yao gets the bucket.
Ming.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Philadelphia calls time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Irving's checked in for the 76ers. Down low, here's Malone, and it's slammed in by Malone.
Malone is a big-time performer, having no issues with being in the spotlight and coming up with big buckets.
Here's Yao. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Pass to Malone. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got his 9th assist in the game now. Here's Murphy. Now trying to get open. And the basket by Murphy. Murphy's got 12 points in just the second half.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
There's a minute 40 left here in the fourth quarter. Malone, the pass to Yao. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Man, this is way too easy for Ming, using his massive size to do a lot of damage inside.
To the inside. Malone. And Malone with the stuff.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Malone. Again, Philadelphia.
So far, Malone has it going on, folks. The defense appearing absolutely helpless trying to stop him.
Murphy can't hit.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
Here's Van Arsdale. And the officials call a traveling violation. And they go to the intentional foul. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. Let's see if he can hit the second.
And very few players have ever been as good from the line as Murphy. This is his zone, and he's been known to go weeks without missing a free throw.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're behind by 5. 29 seconds left in the fourth. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. They grab their own miss. They shoot again. Yes!
Boy, his length, his persistence, his size, Moses was custom made to own the glass. Great offensive play right there.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away. And that makes it a two-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Inside, Murphy with the steal. So they foul intentionally.
That's his 5th personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
To the Rockets.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Irving for 3. Rebound by Yao Ming. And stolen by Iverson. Beyond the arc. Misses. So we see the Rockets get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now our New Balance player of the game, Yao Ming.